Let's begin with the top story, and that has to do with Jimi Wanjigi. Now, the businessman turned politician Jimi Wanjigi has now dismissed the 72 hours ultimatum issued by the Directorate of Criminal Investigations for him to surrender 11 firearms and 485 ammunitions that he's allegedly holding. According to Wanjigi, the DCI seized 7 firearms when they raided his home in Malindi in 2017. Yet the DCI has declined to obey court orders of returning the seized firearms, despite the DCI insisting that the businessman is still in possession of the firearms and ammunitions that are deemed to be illegally held. Wanjigi says he does not have any such guns, as Chris Thairo reports.
As the clock continues to tick towards the Thursday deadline issued to businessman Jimi Wanjigi by the Directorate of Criminal Investigation to surrender 11 firearms and 485 ammunitions, the businessman has come out to publicly dismiss the ultimatum.
The court is supreme in the land, not vetting of Matiangi. The court announced and pronounced itself clearly on the issue of whether I have legal or illegal firearms. They were pronounced as legal. Subsequent to that, the DCI, who has refused to return those firearms to me, has been convicted.
According to Wanjigi, the police have continued to defy court orders and that he will not be intimidated.
That I will neither surrender nor succumb to this abuse of law enforcement agencies for political purposes.
According to DCI, Jimi Wanjigi had armed an ex-General Service Unit officer previously attached to the elite wrecker company. And though the DCI says the whereabouts of the firearms and ammunition is unknown, it goes ahead to list 11 firearms and 485 rounds of munitions he allegedly holds.
The DCI has maliciously and politically been violating my fundamental rights and freedoms. Not too long ago, you saw ATPU break into these very same premises. They have been subjecting me to political persecution and repression.
The High Court had in November sentenced Kinoti to 4 months in prison for disobeying a court order by failing to surrender guns belonging to Jimi Wanjigi. The summons to the DCI raising questions on whether it is pure coincidence that the ultimatum lapses on Thursday, a day before ODM party holds its National Governing Council meeting.
I want to assure my fellow ODM members, I will be at Kasarani, should Kasarani go on this coming weekend. I shall be there, I shall present myself. There was no process of an election of delegates that I know of, or any so-called harmonization that they talk about that I am aware of.
Jimi Wanjigi is still hopeful that he will win the ODM ticket to vie for the presidency in the August polls. Chris Thairo, KTN News, Nairobi.
So now, Moranga woman